Guys, why would you let me do this? I'm sitting here looking at my prediction for the first round, and I gave OKC 2 games. Why would you guys let me do that? You know why? Because I didn't really believe, not much of a believer in Houston that they can get it done in 5, so I said 6. I didn't watch the game. I came directly home and continued playing some Resident Evil, and then I got into maybe an hour-long debate with one of my friends about top 10 players of all time. And he had Bill Russell in his top 10 at number 10. And I had Karl Malone in mind. My argument is that Bill Russell is probably the best winning player of all time, but he's not a top 10 player of all time. Just for the simple reason that back in the 50s and 60s, the league was just so small and so young at the time that there was only 9 or 10 teams. I can't say anyone that played, that small, 70 games a season with those few teams on a loaded team that the Lakers had back at the time is a top 10 player compared to a Karl Malone with over 30,000 points. But yeah, that's what I was doing. That's why I didn't watch the game. So I obviously know who won. I obviously know. So I don't need to pretend as if I don't know the end result of the game. I'm just going to go ahead right here and watch the highlights of the game because I did not see the game. So I'm not going to pretend like I don't know what the final score was. So let's get into this. Let's see what actually happened here. I gave OKC 2 games. They couldn't get it done, so let's see here.
As you're taking a look at the lineups, there are no changes either way. It's a initial series, but it happened twice in the playoffs.
This is not from Eximo either. From Rapid Highlights. See if Russ starts off with the team. If he takes the first basket. Big. Like game 3, they really got Taj Gibson going. Oh, is that a travel?
Shoot it as well as he'd like, and I think you have to give Andre Robertson some credit for that defense as well. But they said he's
Patrick Beverly on the offensive rebound here. Russ split the double team. Had to double team the pick and roll defense. I swear they get Adams on guard so much on defense. Like the defense on that from Harden. Come on, man. You got to be kidding me. 11 for OKC started off hot. Good try by Russ, but you're trying to defend Nene down there as a 6'2", 6'3" guard. That's a hard task right there. Oh, good D. Nene was eating food last game. He had like 28 points or something like that. 15-11. Seemed like OKC went a little drought. One more. Now you take it yourself. Look at Harden's defense again. He's a little better from last year, but it's still, that effort is still not there. Like, he can do this tremendously, taking the ball to the hoop and scoring. But playing defense. And the same thing for Russell, just sagging off in the lane and not really playing defense like right there. Like,
along those lines, Russell has to obviously be on the floor for you a lot.
Lou.
How do you manage?
He looked good, obviously, playing that whole first quarter, and we'll get him back here as soon as
get that shit out of here.
It's a 2-point game, and this is what happens.
Oladipo. I like Oladipo as a player, man, but I do not like him on the Thunder. I said this in my last reaction video of Game 4. I like Oladipo as a player, but not on this team with Russ.
The screen by Capella. The drive by Beverly.
Beverly got those floats in the lane.
Ran on top of Arenas. Another three. He's got
He just
two
stroked
of these.
that.
Splits the D out to Anderson. Fakes the three. Drives
And Anderson off the tape there.
Williams, a hesitation.
Will Williams.
Drive into Grant. Williams has come inside. He collects his third
Russ.
rebound. The stutter step by Westbrook. The nice feed to Gibson.
Pass.
Rondo. Gordon again. In the mid.
Ooh, get up there.
Beverly shifts gears. Slices inside. Can't get it to go.
That's ridiculous.
Approaching 7 to play in the half. The change of direction by Westbrook. The three by Oladipo.
All the people knocking down the three.
That's a long three. And that's
Too much room. You can't give Eric Gordon that much room. Look at Russ still. Look at how far he is behind him.
in flight. Double pumps the halfway point of the second. Westbrook will drive it a reason. Kick it out to Robertson.
It's like that guy at the park that just ball watches. He really doesn't guard his guy.
Step back dribble.
Like Russ again. If you just sit there and you look at how many times on defense, how Russ is so far from his guy, he's just waiting for these boards.
Look at Hart dance. Back and forth and up and down and around. And he has the... And the 34-year-old Nene. Hart was catching, driving.
41-39.
First lead for the Houston Rockets. They trailed by 8. Adams back in.
Now, obviously, from a highlight video like this, you can't really tell how poor, or how well Houston shot the ball. But with about 47 here, a team that shoots a lot of threes, it makes me wonder what they shot from the three tonight.
Rockets have the lead in that rebounding category. Nene, good fake.
One more. Come on, you gotta pass that.
Robertson, one to fire. Robertson had 5 blocked shots. Here's a 3. That may have been deflected in the first.
So they got 51 at half.
Slapped away by
Makes me wonder what they shot from three.
Adams. Harden's got some space on a 15-footer with Adams defending.
They look tired. They better bring some energy to start this third quarter, or this can get out of hand real.
Well, like guys like Russ has he has some help, very minimum though. I just like to see Steven Adams be able to shoot the ball more, man. The pass right there from him though. Like I said in my other video, I said minimum 8 times.
2 points. He's been scoring well for this team in a breakout playoff. Good 3.
There's no way you have that roster that the Thunder have. In one of the games I've seen Steven Adams shoot the ball, he had 3 shot attempts. He should get at least 8.
Playoff team this year. 37 in season. Gibson with the nice fake by Westbrook into Robertson.
Oladipo.
Oladipo.
Knocked it down.
There are only 11 teams have overcome a 3-1 deficit. That's what's in front of the Thunder.
Tough shot. Wait a minute. He called for the pick, and then the guy came to set the pick, and he took the jumper.
17-footer. That is down.
Him switching on to Lou Williams.
I can understand, rejecting the pick and going away from the pick and taking it, but that seems weird.
Feeding to Gibson. Westbrook gets dominant back then though. Here comes Westbrook. No switch. Williams on him. 7 to fire. 3. Good.
Oh, he's flying.
Westbrook, he probably feels.
Oh, you should have took that, Russ, but you passed it off.
Are showing up between Westbrook and James Harden.
Westbrook to dance in a 3. Got it. What against the offensive rebound. He puts up a 3.
Oh, Russ was stroking the fuck out.
Torture chamber, and he has to get it back outside.
Obviously, these are made. Like, Steven Adams is getting boogied on by Nene just like the last couple games. That cannot happen. Then they got way too much salt and pepper for that.
A spin, a lead, and he got it to go.
Tight game started at 4th here.
Drives into Gibson. 12 off the bench. And Nene's got 12. Oladipo, 2. Good. Games to 1. Facing elimination. Fake by Arenas. He tried to jam and Capella was there to defend. Lou Williams, the dance.
Russ still not in the game.
Ball rejected by Graham. They're going to call the
Wow. They actually gave Russ a breather.
They'll take it inside with a scoop, and it's picked up by Capella. Rebounds.
Russ back in the game yet? No, he's still not in the game?
From Beaumont, maybe. He fires.
Wow.
Minus
There go Russ
16.
now. Get up there.
Grant. And Wilt Chamberlain in the playoffs. Pretty good. Williams got the screen. Pick and roll. Capella. Westbrook. Here he goes, finding the open Grant. Again, he's allowed.
Looks like he's
Off the bench, he'll check
willing to play within the offense here. Well, I should say at least within his team here, Russ in the fourth, like it.
To the rack, and with ease. Westbrook the
See, like, come on, like that defense right there from Harden, he was a standing door.
inside.
You know, under 6 minutes to close this team out. That's the best player on the other side. You got to stop him, man.
Contact there.
How can we say that guy is an MVP? And I know I'm saying it this season, but as I told you guys in my last video, I said these guys with their defense and their situational mistakes is weird.
Screen by Robertson. Down goes Beverly. There goes
Well, I shouldn't say weird. It just flat out
It's
sucks.
a three by Grant, and it is no good. Rebound Gordon. Torn away inside.
Just got it in.
Oh, and he puts it up and in.
Went into the end. I like it.
Rebounds. 9 assists. Where would they be without it? Oh, they got it. Out. It's Gordon. Doubled. Assist shy tonight of another triple-double. Harden at the line.
LeBron James.
5 and 6.
No timeouts.
No
for the
timeouts.
Thunder.
Gotta go.
It's Adams. Abrinas mid-court three.
Nope.
The series is
It's
over.
all over. 47, 11, and 9. 34 and 4 assists for James Harden. The channel this is coming from. So was this one of the fake channels or was this not the real? No, this was from Exmo. He just used a different software, I guess. I mean, what do OKC do in the offseason? What can they possibly do? You locked up Steven Adams. Is Oladipo locked up? I'm not sure if Oladipo's locked up. Olo. Shit, now I'm drawing a blank of how you spell his name. I'm not sure. You know, I'm not sure what they're gonna possibly do. It's hard to get free agents there. So that's why Oklahoma City, they were so lucky because the ownership, you know, they screwed over the people of Seattle. And they took that team and they moved that team with 2 up-and-coming young stars. You could possibly say 3. Harden wasn't. He didn't play in Seattle. 2 up-and-coming stars. They moved him to a small market in Oklahoma City. Now you only have, and then they end up getting 3 stars, never winning a championship, 1 finals appearance to show for, and now they only have 1 of those stars left. I don't know, man. I have no clue. They gotta get somebody that's willing to play with Russell and have Russell play more within the team and play more defense, you know, instead of just sagging the offense to the lane and really just scouting out for rebounds and things like that. But Houston they're really starting to make me believe in this team. You know, they closed them out when they needed to close them out. And you even look at the game they lost this series, it was by 2 points, and James Harden went to try to take a 3 to win the game. So could a sweep have been possible? Probably. But they closed them out nonetheless, you know, without no nonsense and you know, going back to Oklahoma City. So on to the next round for Houston, and OKC is going home as expected. But very interested to see what Oklahoma City can possibly do in the offseason for this year and next year. What kind of moves they can make next year at the deadline. If they can make any, I don't think they can make any moves. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, who knows, man? Good season for Russell. He made me. I didn't think he would have the season he would have, and he had even a better season. But congrats to James Harden. But he has to play some fucking defense. You got the best player, possible MVP on the other side. You have to stop him. You have to stop the ball. Despite even if it wasn't Russell on the other side, with that play, you have to stop the ball. You're the guy to stop the ball. Come on, man. You gotta do that at least. Guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Like, subscribe, thumbs up the video always help. Check the playlist. And as always, thanks for watching. Till the next video, guys. I'm out.